What's up, everybody? My name's Clay. I own Ronin Forex, and it's July 18th, 2022. It's a beautiful day, and we're going to take a look at the markets. We just closed down New York session. I'm in some really solid positions on Aussie CAD, New Zealand CAD. We're going to go over those. I talked about those setups in the weekly outlook video, and actually sent some screenshots of the live setups as I was taking them to my Telegram group. So hopefully you got in on that. I sent Aussie CAD to the VIP group as well. We got a pretty big retracement last night, but I used that as an opportunity to re-enter the position. So looking really solid. I'm looking at it on the 4-hour time frame now. And let me show you why I like this. Of course, this ticks all the boxes of Momentum setup, which is, my indicator down here. If you're familiar with me or my trading style or what it is that we're doing, you would know that, at least from watching it, that's what we're doing. So, but there's a couple more things here, from this wick to down here, we have a nice Fibonacci area, one that I particularly like. Well, depending on where you make your put the bottom side of your fib, this is always a bit of gray area. Like, does it go to the wick right here, or does it go to from this eye to that immediate low, which to me makes more sense. So with that being said, boom, direct tag on right on the 78.6% retracement. And I love that retracement. It's my favorite. that whole zone right there. I teach that in the accelerator group to the guys and the gals that I mentor. That's really a sweet zone for a lot of institutional pullbacks. So, and potentially for moves lower. Like, once you start to see things align like that, then it's much easier to build your targets, because you can kind of see that the smart money is behind the move. And we're seeing some pretty good movement so far. It could have been better. I wish it was because I'm in it, but that's how it goes. So now if I go over here to the 4-hour, so I looked at this. I was looking at on my entry, looking at this momentum cross for me to retest this envelope here. Really textbook setup for me. Right now I'm locked in, holding some profits pretty much across the board with my entry at 8868, my best one. So boom, looking good there. So riding it out. I'm really working on, and it's something we've been talking about a lot, because I love the 15-minute time frame, but last week it really wasn't offering the setups that I would like. So I've been zooming out quite a bit and doing really well. And so I'm gonna, if you take an entry in the 4-hour and you're holding it, and it's in good profits here, I'm like right up here in my entry. Just because you get 40 pips in profit doesn't mean you take it off the table. And I mentor a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people about trading, specifically people when they apply to the accelerator group, because there's a learning curve or an interview process to make sure that the right people get in the group. People tell me, well, especially, people that apply are already can pick winning trades. But the problem is you let your losers, you let them run too far, you cut your winners short. So using these Fibonacci's here, you can, it'll give you the confidence to hold your trades a little bit longer, right? So now, if just good old fashioned logic, if we're going to go from this high to the low, and this is lining up on our 78.6, which is, now we got a clue. Trading is all about gathering clues. There's one. So if this is following a Fibonacci pattern on the way down and on the retracement, perhaps this is where I would come in. I can use my Fibonacci extensions to find my downside targets, which is exactly what I'm doing. with AUDCAD. So now I'll take my Fibonacci from that low to the high here. And now you can see our downside targets are the 127% extension, which means it's 127% of that move, right? So if it was from here to here, that would be 100% of the move. Now, if it's 127% of the move, that's what it would be, right? So that's what that means. Now, if I zoom out a little bit more, we'll go 16-hour time frame. The setup still looks really good. I can see where the 8-hour time frame, man, looks great too for this momentum cross. I like what I'm seeing here. Like it a lot, for sure. So, I mean, if an 8-hour move plays out, that could be even bigger. But now there's the 127% extension. This is the 161.8. If you know Fibonacci's extensions even remotely at all, you know about the 161.8% retracement. And that's what I'm using as my downside target for what will probably end up being a bit of a swing trade. So now my strategy, this blueprint, the way I'm trading works. For one, there's that. Now, how many times and how many people you can pick the winning trades, you're pretty good at where, determining where the market's going to go. But the problem is you keep shooting yourself in the foot because you stay in the trades, or not because you stay in the trade too long, but because you cut the trade short and then keep trading and over trading. So it's a fine balance between the two. Now, if I go to the 161.8, use this as a target, what I then like to do, and this is where it gets super interesting. I'm about to blow your mind at the end of this video here, the way this is going to tie all together. And then you'll know that, okay, this is a pretty significant level. I'm going to put a line right here. And then this is what I like to do. Use that to go across. Let's see what's on the other side of this line here. Boom, nice, perfect imbalance, perfect order block. Now, let's reverse engineer it a little bit more and zoom in and see what we got here. So this is the 4-hour. This looks like a really significant level. And maybe I was looking at it on my phone, but I don't want to give it away too soon because, it's kind of a surprise. I guess I might have to. I'll just go ahead and tell you. Oh, wait, no, here it is. Look at this gap down here. I don't know if it's going to go for that. I'm not sure, but this is something to be aware of, knowing that gaps, not always, but usually get filled. I mean, you could call it getting filled here, but we have some super significant levels to the top of that. So I'm going to just put another line over there. Let's see if any fibs align with that second line. It's pretty close. It's not spot on to the 261.8. There's 261.8. I just adjusted it a little bit. But you can see where the 261.8% extension goes right above that market gap, which could make for an epic downside target. So now I've worked my way backwards. Hopefully, hopefully you got some value from this video, because this is just pretty much all value, and I'm happy to share. So now I'm in a huge position now. The urge is here. And by the way, when I say it's a huge position, it's still it's a big position, but it's a large account as well. So but it's going to be a tough hold for sure. So we'll see how that goes. But that's what we're looking at. So we're able to reverse engineer where we are from this our entry here on AUDCAD, and determining where we might be going systematically using Fibonacci's, using my blueprint, and using this exact same setup on an account that is not my money, right? So this is exactly what you want to be able to do, because, you know, it's extremely difficult, if not impossible, if you don't have your own capital to trade with. If you have a $10,000 account, you're like, hell yeah, dude, $10,000, but 10% of that is obviously $1,000, right? So right now, $1,000, sure, anybody will take it, but you know, that's not going to get you very far, you know, in terms of paying rent or whatever else it is you got to do, you know. So fill up your gas tank 10 times in a month. So yeah, so that being said, you know, this is a really great way, easy way, and systematic approach to finding profitability and understanding what's going on in the market. So if you want to learn this from me firsthand, one-on-one, in a one-on-one environment, and live trade with myself as you learn this blueprint, click the link below. Let's help you get funded. Let's make it happen for you so you can actually start to do something different, instead of like, I'm going to keep trading for like 2 more years, but like watch YouTube videos and figure it out as I go along. Because like, let me just save you a lot of time. It doesn't work that way. It's a very good luck, man. You got to find some mentor or a system, something to follow, a path. Just trying to take little tidbits, and maybe you're having a little bit of success and it's okay, and you're like doing okay, and you're making a little bit of money. But wouldn't you rather make a lot of money to where, you know, it can actually sustain you and make a shift, make an impact on your life, rather than like, oh man, hell yeah, I made $200 on my trading account this week. You know, I'm feeling pretty confident, but you know, it's the same cycle where you've been doing that or trying to do that, making a little bit of progress, 1 step forward, 2 steps back for years now, or 6 months now, or whatever it is. If you could make an extra 5K a month, that would be a game changer. I know for you, for me, for everybody right now. Nobody knows what's about to happen. And if you can systematically start to understand these markets, be around the community of people that are in the same boat as you, this will work for you. So, you know, that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful. I appreciate you. Click the link below to get started. If you watch this on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, please like, subscribe, comment, and let's have a great week, everybody. Peace.